Hello, Ross here, welcome back, and in this video we're going to cover how you can update your CommuniBee site's homepage. So for many who have chosen a template, you'll already have a homepage selected, so you'll want to update that and personalize it, make it your own, so we'll do that in this video. So to get started, we'll go down to the Content tab, and we're going to land on the Pages tab by default, and so this is where all of those static pages live. And right now we have 7 existing template pages, one of which is the home page. And if this is your first time and you haven't explored the dashboard, you might not know which of these pages is the home page, and that's perfectly fine. So what we'll do is go down to the site configuration section and then click on the home page tab. So you can either change the home page. Right now it's choosing the Jaguars Hockey Association static page, but we can change it if we want. Maybe we already have created another page that we want to make the home page. Or if, say, you're running a marketplace, maybe you want to make the marketplace the home page for your CommuniBee site. So you'll have that ability on the change homepage section. So I'll show you that really quick. So you have the two options. You can either choose a CommuniBee homepage, or you can link to an external page. So maybe you have an existing site that you want to redirect users to, so that'll act as your home page, and you can then use the other pages within CommuniBee Suite to supplement your existing site. For example, including a marketplace or a donation page, an events homepage, and so on. But if you want to link an existing CommuniBee page, we can choose if we want to make the marketplace the official homepage. Maybe we want to make the events homepage the official homepage for this CommuniBee site. It's really going to depend on what your goals are and what you want to get out of CommuniBee Suite. But for right now, we'll leave it as page. And right now, they're all the template pages. So if we had created another page that we want to make the home page, it would appear here, and we could select it and then apply that page. But right now, we'll leave it as the Jaguars Hockey Association. So we'll keep this as the home page, and we'll just edit the details, make it our own, and that's going to then act as our CommuniBee site homepage. So click Edit Homepage, and this will take us to the page setup, where we can then go through the General tab, Media tab, and so on. So to get started, we'll go up and we'll start with the General tab and then just work our way down. And like every other page within CommuniBee Suite, we have the General tab. So this is where we can provide some basic details on the homepage itself. So we can update the page title and the page slug. Again, that page slug will be at the end of that URL. We have the option to have this homepage be a featured card only. It's essentially the same as linking to an external website. So if we had this setting enabled, you'll notice that the media, content, and layout tabs all disappear. That's because we're not designing a page in this case. We're simply linking to an external site, ultimately acting as the homepage in this case. So if we went down to the sample preview, if we have a URL in this field, once you click on this feature card, it will take you to that external website. But we don't want that. We're creating an actual homepage that's going to have content. So we're going to uncheck that setting, and then we'll continue on. We have the short description. So again, briefly describing in 140 characters what this page is all about. And again, that short description will appear in the feature card. We can see the preview down below. And then lastly is the feature image. So we can update this. You'll see that it appears in the sample preview when you're sharing this homepage throughout your CommuniBee site. You'll have that feature card with the logo. So we can remove that image. We can choose to upload our own. If we've already uploaded images and we want to use one of those, we can go and select from the media library, or we can use the AI tool to generate an image for us. So once you've gone ahead and updated the content on this page, we'll go down and hit save and then move on to the next tab. Next we have the Media tab, and this is another one of those common tabs regardless of the page type that you're creating, whether it's your homepage, a static page, maybe your marketplace homepage. You'll have this Media tab where you can update the media position. So right now we're using custom blocks, so essentially we're building the page from the ground up, but we have other preset options to help you get started with the page. If you want to show just your header and body and not have any media, you have that option. Media on left allows you to have the image or the video that you want to use on the left side of the screen, and then all the content on the right side. Media full width at top has that big banner image at the top, and then all the content will be below that. So you'll have those options available to choose from. We won't go into all the details because we have covered that in previous videos, but please refer to the written guide as we do go into all the detail for each of these options. And because this was a template page, I do recommend clicking on the preview tab, as this is going to open up in a separate window, and this will give you a nice idea as to what the homepage right now looks like. So we have 3 sections currently. We have the top hero section, we have that big banner image. We can click edit block to go directly to the layout tab in the dashboard and then edit this specific block. We also have an upcoming events section, so it's just promoting the current events that are upcoming. And you can set how many events show. You can also click and see all. That'll take you to the events homepage. And then down below is just linking additional pages. So we have a contact us page. We're promoting a 50/50 raffle, the awards and scholarships page. So clicking on any of these tiles will take you to those specific pages. You can link to totally different pages, ones that you create yourself, or you can remove this section altogether and add additional content as needed. So this is just to give you an idea as to what the page currently looks like, and then give you ideas as to how you can update it. Whether that's removing content, adding new content, you'll have full control over that on the layout tab. So now that we know what the current homepage looks like, that'll help us decide how we want to proceed. If we want to continue with the custom blocks and then just edit, add, or delete existing blocks, we can do so from the layout tab. Or if you want to choose any of the other options, then you'll have the option to go down to the content tab and then add additional details on the page itself. You'll have 4,000 characters to add content, and if you do need additional space, you'll have the option to add additional blocks on the layout tab. But just going back to the media tab really quick, so we will just continue on with the custom blocks. We like the general layout of this current template homepage, and we'll use that as the foundation to build off of. But once you've chosen the media position, go down and hit save, and then we'll move on to the layout tab. And with the layout tab, this is where we can really start to personalize this home page. So as we saw previously, we have the 3 sections. So we have that hero section at the top, the upcoming events section, and then the section that links a variety of other pages throughout this community site. So we can quickly choose to edit any of these blocks as needed by clicking on the pen and paper icon. So all of the settings for that specific block will appear on the left side. So you can go through and edit those settings. We also have the ability to quickly duplicate each of the blocks. So if you want to create a similar type of section, just duplicate it and then make the changes as necessary. And then lastly is the ability to delete blocks altogether. Simply click on the trash can icon and then confirm the action. And if you're looking to add new blocks altogether, you can click on the add block to end, and that's going to open up all of the individual blocks that are available within CommuniBee Suite right now. So if you wanted to add additional text to the page and include an optional button that links elsewhere throughout the site, you can do so with the text block. Maybe you have a specific article that you want to share, so you can use that side item block. So you can promote a variety of pages throughout your community site. The choice is going to be yours, and ultimately you can personalize this page however you want. So we won't go into all the detail for each of these blocks. We'll do that in a separate video, so be on the lookout for that. And one last thing to keep in mind is that you can change the order of these blocks at any point. Simply just left click on the block you want to move and then drag it up or down. Once you let go, that order will be set, so then that block will be locked in place. If you want to make that change, again, just left click, drag and drop. So go ahead and personalize this homepage however you want. I've gone ahead and made some changes to the existing templated homepage. I've updated the hero section. I've linked to our donation page that we created in a previous video, and also linked to one of our key blogs that I wanted to promote. So that's just an example of how you can personalize the homepage, add different blocks to promote specific areas within your community site. And once you're happy with the overall layout of the page, we can move on to the next tab. And lastly is the visibility tab. So this is where we can change the status of the page. and right now it's set to live, so anyone that comes to our CommuniBee site will see this homepage. If we had it set to draft, that would mean that this page is not visible to the visitors. It'll only be visible for your admins in the dashboard, so it's perfect if you're making changes to the page or you're planning on switching the homepage altogether. And then archived is very similar to draft in that it's not going to be accessible to your audience. It'll only be available within the dashboard. So again, you can make changes to archived pages. The key difference between archived and draft is that with archived pages, you can permanently delete them. So if you have no use for this page any longer and you just want to remove it from your dashboard, archive it, and then you'll be able to delete it afterwards. And if the status is set to live, you can also set a publish date. So if you want this homepage to go live on a specific date and time, you can set that publish date. And then you can also have the hide after date. So if you only want this homepage to be visible for a specific period of time, you can set those date and time parameters, and then the page will be archived at that specific date. So we'll leave these settings as is because we are happy with the homepage right now and we want everyone that comes to our site to see that homepage. But if you do end up making changes on this page, always be sure to hit save. And that's going to be it for this video. So now we've taken that templated homepage and we've customized it and made it our own. And keep in mind that if you ever want to make changes to this homepage, all you have to do is come to this content tab, go to the home page under site configuration, and then you can edit that home page quickly. Or if you have a different page in mind that you want to make the home page, you can change that as well. So I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you in the next one.